Most people think gambling only costs you money, but what if I told you it's the smallest price you pay? The real cost is something far more valuable and far more devastating. My name is Steve Rose, and I've worked with countless people struggling to break free from gambling, and one truth is always clear. What gambling takes from you isn't just about what's in your bank account. It's about something much deeper. And in this video, I'll reveal 10 hidden costs of gambling, and you'll want to stick around to the end because number 10 goes deep. So let's get into it. Imagine gambling is like a parasite. If you're not familiar, a parasite is an organism that feeds off its host, thriving at the host's expense while often causing harm. But parasites don't just drain the host's resources. They can actually manipulate the host's mind to serve their own survival. Consider Toxoplasma gondii. It's a parasite found in cats. And when it infects mice, it actually rewires their brains, suppressing their fear of cats, luring them straight into danger. So the mouse unknowingly acts against its own survival, all for the benefit of the parasite. Gambling operates shockingly similar. It doesn't just take your money. It infiltrates your mind, rewiring how you think, act, and even feel. Logic and reason disappear, replaced by emotionally compulsive behavior, keeping you trapped in its cycle. Like the mouse, unaware of its doom, you may not even realize that gambling has taken over until it's too late. And it's not just your finances at stake. It's the hidden costs that are less noticeable. So let's get into them. The first hidden cost of gambling is your time. Just as a parasite drains its host, gambling quietly siphons away your hours, leaving you weaker and more disconnected from the life you once envisioned. Every moment spent at the casino, scrolling betting apps, or chasing losses is stolen time. Time that could have been spent creating memories with loved ones, pursuing passions, or building a better future. But like any cunning parasite, gambling doesn't just take, it manipulates. Planting the fear of missing out deep in your mind, it convinces you that the next moment, the next spin, or the next bet could be the one that changes everything. And so you stay trapped in the endless loop where days blur into nights and life's most meaningful moments slip away unnoticed. Time is irreplaceable, and once it's gone forever. The second hidden cost of gambling is your relationships. Just like a parasite weakens its host, gambling erodes the foundation of your connections. The lies you tell, the promises you break to chase one more win, and the time stolen from loved ones all create cracks in relationships that were once unshakable. Frustration turns to resentment, hurt deepens into mistrust, and distance grows until the people who once cared for you feel like strangers. Like a host left isolated and weakened, you find yourself surrounded by emptiness, wondering where it all went wrong. Gambling doesn't just take money, it steals the people who make life meaningful, leaving you trapped in a cycle of regret and loneliness. The third hidden cost of gambling is your mental health. Just like a parasite manipulates its host, gambling lures you in with fleeting highs only to leave you crushed under the weight of losses, lies, and regret. Each spin, each bet, chips away at your peace of mind, leaving you in a constant buzz of anxiety that never really goes away. Guilt wraps around you like a suffocating fog, making escape feel impossible. Sleepless nights bleed into days filled with self-doubt, shame, and despair. The emotional roller coaster is exhausting, yet the parasite keeps pulling you back in, tightening its grip. Over time, gambling doesn't just weaken your mental health, it erodes your ability to trust yourself, to feel joy, and to hold on to hope. It replaces the sense of control with chaos, leaving you wondering how much of yourself is really left. The fourth hidden cost of gambling is your physical health. The stress of constant worry and mounting losses is like a toxin, sending your heart racing, spiking your blood pressure, and weakening your immune system. Like a parasite that saps your energy, gambling leaves you sleepless, turning your nights into restless battles and your days into foggy, unproductive slogs. The hours spent hunched over slot machines, betting apps, or at tables mean neglected meals, missed exercise, and a sedentary lifestyle that quietly erodes your strength. Over time, this damage becomes undeniable. Fatigue sets in, stress-induced illnesses take hold, and the risk of life-threatening conditions like heart disease loom larger. Gambling doesn't just steal your money, it robs you of your vitality, leaving you physically drained and unable to fully live your best life. The fifth hidden cost of gambling is your self-worth. It burrows into the very core of your identity. With every loss, every broken promise, and every lie to cover up the truth, it gnaws away at your self-esteem. And what began as frustration with a habit spirals into a relentless inner voice, a voice planted by the parasite, whispering, "You're not good enough, you're not strong enough, you're not worthy of a better life." Over time, this shame and guilt wraps around you like a suffocating fog, clouding your ability to see the person you once were, someone with dreams, goals, and confidence. And instead, you see yourself only through the shadow of your mistakes, a distorted reflection shaped by the parasite's grip. The sixth hidden cost of gambling is your hobbies and passions. It creeps in unnoticed at first, replacing the peace and excitement of your hobbies, whether it's playing music, painting, or gardening, with the relentless pull of the next bet. The moments you once cherished nurturing your passions are now devoured by the endless cycle of wins, losses, and regrets. Over time, the vibrant colors of your life drain away, leaving behind a dull, monotonous version of yourself that feels unrecognizable. Just like a parasite saps the strength of its host, gambling robs you of the things that truly nourish your soul. The thrill it offers is fleeting, but the emptiness it leaves behind is profound. The seventh hidden cost of gambling is your focus. Like a parasite that hijacks its host's brain, gambling seizes control of your attention, leaving you unable to fully engage with the world around you. The moment you place a bet, it's as if your mind is no longer your own. You're constantly distracted, checking scores, calculating odds, anxiously waiting for an outcome. Even when you're physically present with family, friends, or at work, your thoughts are miles away, consumed by the game. The parasite thrives on this state of distraction, keeping you tethered to its cycle and robbing you of the ability to focus on what truly matters. And this isn't just about the time spent gambling. It's about the mental space it occupies even when you're not actively placing bets. You might find yourself refreshing your phone obsessively, replaying losses in your head, or planning your next wager. Simple moments like enjoying a dinner with your family or having a conversation with a friend are overshadowed by the constant pull of gambling. Your thoughts become fragmented, your attention divided, and the things that once used to bring you joy are like distractions from the one thing the parasite wants you to prioritize: the next bet. The eighth hidden cost of gambling is your motivation. Like a parasite draining its host of energy, gambling strips away your desire to engage with life. The intense highs and adrenaline rushes it offers rewire your brain, making everyday experiences seem dull and lifeless in comparison. When you're not gambling, you're left in a state of withdrawal, a restless, empty fog where nothing feels satisfying. Even simple joys like spending time with loved ones or pursuing hobbies lose their appeal. The parasite thrives in this void, convincing you that the only way to feel alive is to gamble again. And gambling doesn't just sap your enthusiasm for life, it skews your perception of money itself. And when you're regularly risking hundreds or even thousands of dollars, the value of a hard-earned paycheck starts to feel meaningless. The time, effort, and patience required to build a stable life pale in comparison to the illusion of quick, massive wins. Over time, the parasite drains your motivation to work, grow, or strive for anything outside of its destructive cycle. You begin to lose sight of your goals, your ambitions, and the person you used to be. The ninth hidden cost of gambling is your future. Gambling doesn't just drain your present, it quietly dismantles the foundation of your future. Every dollar lost represents more than money. It's a missed opportunity to invest in the life you envisioned. The dreams of owning a home, saving for retirement, or providing security for your family start to slip away as gambling diverts your resources into an endless cycle of losses and false hope. The parasite feeds on this cycle, convincing you the next bet will turn everything around, while dragging you further from the future you once envisioned. And lastly, the 10th hidden cost of gambling is your legacy. Now picture this. You're at your own funeral. You're watching the people you care about the most gather to celebrate your life. What do you want them to say? Do you want them to speak about your kindness, your integrity, the way you uplifted those around you? Will they remember you for someone who loved deeply, chased their dreams, and left the world a little bit brighter than they found it? Now take a moment to ask yourself, is the life you're living today shaping the legacy you hope to leave behind? If the habits controlling you right now continue, will those words reflect the person you want to be remembered as? Gambling, like a parasite, doesn't just take your time or money, it slowly steals the qualities that define you. It clouds your vision, distracts you from values, replaces the life you're building with one you never intended to live. Now close your eyes and picture that day again. What do you want your children, your friends, and your loved ones to remember most about you? Are your choices today creating that legacy, or are they pulling you further away from it? The beauty of life is that it's never too late to change direction. You can take control, realign with your values, and ensure the story they tell is one you're proud of. So if you're ready to starve the parasite, I created a free recovery roadmap at the link in the description to help you take the first step toward a brighter future. It includes a step-by-step checklist of my best strategies to stop gambling, plus a week of daily messages from me to guide you through those critical early days of recovery so you can finally start living your best life free from the parasite holding you back.